Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. So we're starting up the last few scenarios that get everything completed on this RBJets Mariah's Pass series. So this is scenario 32 of 36, and it's yard work in Conklin to Columba Falls, and we're going to take the consist from Return to Whitefish that was just completed, and it drops some stock off in Conklin, and it needs to be added to some wagons going to the Columba Falls area, or in the Columba Falls area, and we'll have some other tasks, but this is a long one, 65 minutes, and it's saying it's medium, so I'll do my best. Alright, Conklin, hey 3445, I revised your work order due to the drop the Return to Whitefish consist just placed near you. Drop the tanker wagons for now. Refresh your tablet for revised working order. Radio out. Alright, so let's take a look. Looks like we've got 28 steps, so you can see why this is going to take a bit. Oh, yeah, I remember all these tracks. Goodness. Yeah, this is a challenge to make sure we've got all the switches right and so forth. So we're going to drop off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars at nth storage. Where is this? I guess, let's see, show task. Oh, okay, so nth storage west, so right where we're at. And then we're going to go via that to nth storage east. Okay, which is over there. I think it's in that space there. Actually, I think it's, yeah, it's that 3101, so we're going to grab those 4 cars there. But it's either 202, 474, or 804. So it's everything. Center beam stock to Columba Falls. Forward via Conklin nth storage. Couple the east end of stock to the back. Alright. So I'm going to assume that we are going that way. And so it's going to the back of 3, 4, 4, 5. Alright, so behind this, so we'll just go past it basically is what we're going to do, and then we're going to back into it. But we can go 20 here. Now I guess before I do that, let me make certain, because yeah, everything is not set as it needs to be. So that is okay. So now we're okay. Because yeah, otherwise it's okay. So we're all set. So hence the mediumness of this, right? So it's frankly been a while since I've been in this sim, so I'm expecting I'm gonna maybe just have some control issues like I did with the continue window popping up, because I forget that I can't hit the escape key to back up. But let me try to go a little quicker since I can go 20. So that will get us there. And yeah, so we have basically 5 scenarios left to finish the series. And then I'm going to have to see what I decide I feel like doing next. I'm sure there's plenty of things, workshops that I have on this route. It would seem after 36 levels that maybe another route is good. Let's see. Why am I not? Oh, okay. I was just struggling with the keys as to what went where. Alright, I gotta go a little further. But I also don't want to go past that signal, because I'm sure that in and of itself is going to be... I'm probably in trouble because I think I went past it, but I almost have to. Alright, so then we're going to flip this. We're going to change this, we're going to change this. And then once it frees up, we're going to go there and get those center beam cars. So again, no reason to not assume that that stays at 20. And it looks like it does, but we're also not going very far. So while I certainly want to be efficient and get there, I want to be careful. And yes, part of my problem was I was struggling with which keys were the brakes, and I was a few keys over. But now we're good. So we'll drift in there a little bit slower. Alright, so that should... There we go. Alright, head to Columba Falls via Conklin Aluminum West lead. We're going to add stock on Columba Falls 3201 West to the back. Alright, so let's see. Conklin Aluminum West. Alright. Not sure what stock we're going to add. Alright, so we're going there and there. Alright, and then Columba Falls 3201 West is this one here. So it's kind of the middle one. So that's all set. But let's see. So we're going along here. So this looks like, yeah, everything's okay there. We'll head through. We'll pass through the lead. And then we'll get ourselves here. Alright, so it's going to take us down this path. And then I think... No, we're good, so... Just something seems a little off there, but I'll worry about it as I get closer, I guess. But yes, so we're going to continue heading in the direction we're heading. But we came off that track, so we should be okay. But we've got quite a ways to go now. Careful that I don't go too fast. 'Cause that's always the challenge for me in these yard scenarios, is moving along at too great a clip and then suddenly having the inability to not get a penalty. Whoops. Sorry for flipping around that fast. I wasn't really meaning to do that. But we have to go about 3/4 of a mile from where we started just to get to the via point. So yeah, we'll see how long what we're doing, or the train we're running, takes to add on here. Alright, so So I want to be careful because it's also possible this yard is going to flip to downhill or some other grade that is also then going to require us to quickly apply brakes if we're that close to the top. So I want to be careful, but I believe those are the cars we dropped and left, so we're heading past them and we're kind of on our way to go do our thing. But I think just past here we'll be getting to the west lead. I think is over there. I see a red signal, so I'm going to have to pay attention to what's happening there, though it could be for the middle area. Really nice river down there. Speed up a bit, because yes, this light is green, so the red is for that, likely because I have the switches on and it knows where I'm headed. Okay, max mainline speed 45. Alright. It's good to know. This will turn red as soon as we go by. There we go. So now we've got 1.22 miles, so almost 1.25 miles till the next point. And I think once we get on the line here, we'll be able to accelerate, hence the speed warning. But we've got to get everything through. So once we're clear of the switch, I think, there we go. Alright, well it says maximum speed is 45, so I'm going to stick with that. But again, we're not going very far. I think pretty soon, and there you go, it's going to be 20 in less than 3/4 of a mile, so in about half a mile we're going to have to slow down quite a bit. So I'm going to try to move along a bit here, keeping in mind that yes, I'm going to have to then back off. But, you know, this gets us out of that space pretty quickly, so that's always a nice thing. But yeah, basically once we start hitting those switches, we're going to want to be substantially slower than we are. So we'll see, that should get us. Yep, it does. So we should be going via 3201 East. Yep. We are, in fact, doing so. Oop. Wrong key again, so I apologize for that. Okay. There's a little concern, but no, yeah, we do want to get off on the siding. Hence the 20 mile an hour, and then we're going to 3201 West to connect up. FYI, no visible ground signals ahead. SPAD may need to be requested ahead of signals. Alright. So I forget how to do that. I thought it was... I thought it was the tab key, but let me hold on. It is tab. Okay, there we go. We're past to pass. So, because we're going backwards. That's why I need to do that. So that explains some of the other things that I've had an issue with. Just not sure, like, if I need to get out of east before we get to west. Like, am I already approved? So I'm guessing I must be. Okay. And this should then be where we need to be. Let's show the task. Yeah, because that one's 3202 and then I think 3203. So, alright, we'll just... Oh, okay, I guess we've gotten all our requests that we need. So, we're closing in quick, so I want to be careful. Alright, down to a more reasonable 7 miles an hour. But yeah, so now we don't need to request anything. Alright. And that should then drop down and slowly close the gap and connect up here to, what, 8 cars. Which is hopefully what we want. Alright, am I not on the right? 8552. So let's see. 56014. No, those are the right ones. Oh, I see, but now we need to drop these off. So 855, I'm assuming it's everything. So let me fully stop here. Alright, so we want to drop this. Alright, empties requested for fiberboard plant. Forward, clear switch, reverse, and add empty wagons to back on 3202 west. So it's going to be those next to us. Alright, so let me head back here. So we want to reverse, as it says. And then we'll head on out. And we want to basically clear that switch. So we'll speed up a bit. Some very strange things going on top of those cars, but so let's see. Alright, I don't have to request any signal things or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start slowing down. Alright, and then we want to go here, and then that'll be on the back. So obviously to do that, we need to also reverse. So now we're going to head this way, and that one may be slower. I don't think it is. Whoops. I'm moving, but I'm moving against the brakes, so... It always seems like it's moving a little bit later than I would expect, because again, I was having a bit of a panic, like, is it switched? But it is. It just was working at an interesting little clip there. Alright, so again, we're coming in pretty quickly here. Oops, let me turn on my lights. get ourselves slowed down again. So to 5, maybe to 4. Yep. So that's a good drift there. I'm sure there's a better term for it in the industry than drift, but I'm going to call it that. Alright, so I think that will be good. That'll hit us at 1.5. Definitely a good couple speed. Alright, reverse west. Hold at Columba Falls, main 1 west. Alright, so let me just make sure. So in theory, oh, okay. No, so we keep going reverse and we stop there. Okay. So I think we're okay since the line is blue here. But yeah, we're coming out of there. Yep. So we're going to stay going the direction we were going. And that's almost 2 miles away. Again, we know the main lines are about... Okay, so no pass at danger issue there. Let me pop over here. We do have a green signal, so it's probably why that they feel they've already informed us. But this is where I've made a mistake before, where I have then really not stopped in the space I needed to, and not gotten... well, I wasn't able to complete one scenario because of something like that. So I'll want to be careful. Now I'm assuming, because this will be the main line again, that once the train is past the switches, that we'll have some options to go a little faster. So it should be coming up soon. So the good news is I'm glad we don't have to play with things in that yard with all those additional locations, because that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so 1.42 miles. But I'll probably just keep it at something around 40. Alright, so yeah, this is where we have a lot of that lumber. So we'll go past this. Definitely get out of town, but maybe just stopping at the outskirts. So it might be a mile down at the bridge there. Not sure. We'll certainly be finding out soon. But there's the stop point. So the future signal is slower, but alright, so coming up on half a mile. I just want to be careful. I'm letting it slow down because I don't need to be moving too quickly. So yeah, this will be past the bridge, it looks like. Alright, so let me start slowing down, because otherwise this is where I run into a problem where things just occur much faster than I thought. So yeah, it may be kind of just before that next switch. So it's probably right there. So we'll just make sure everything is good. Because yeah, I think at this point we are... Oops. Yes, we are at Main West. Alright, so 8. Definitely drifting in there nice and slow. So should be able to get a soft landing. That's what I'll call it. I'm sure that's not at all what it's called. But let's see, 0.02. So we'll let it slowly drift. I know this is going to take longer than we'd like, but now we're on board, I believe. So there we go. So we're going to get that. And then we're going to drop, I'm assuming, everything. So, yep, 362,685. Yep. At Columbia, okay, forward towards Columbia Walls, Y lead. Clear switch, drop empties on fiber board 3221. Okay. I see, so it's switching us over. Alright. So we want to head that way, and then we're dropping things. So, should be okay here. So I think that's the fiber board. Now I don't think the junction's going to be 70, but I shouldn't be going that incredibly fast at this point, so... No, it's letting us go, so I guess we'll pull forward a bit, but we're going to have to slow down soon, so not going to be, again, too terribly aggressive. But we've got a good ways to go. But only step 10, so yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's where we need to be down to 20. So let's get that fixed up. There we go. But yeah, this one or that one is the fiber board. Oh, so it might be once we go here. Yep. Alright. So we're good there. But Columba Falls fiberboard 3211. So we just basically need to get past the switch. So I'll drop back here. But yeah, I don't think we're going to need to go quite that distance, but perhaps it's like traveling and then traveling back. All right. So we'll start slowing down. Now we want to go to fiber board. There we go. So change everything around. And it'll probably be a 10 off on that. So I'll want to be careful that I don't exceed that, but we'll find out very quickly here. As soon as the wheels touch there. All right, 15 it looks like. But we're going to need everything on this siding here. So we've got a little ways to go because all of that needs to be moved into position where it's all on the yellow. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop at this point. We're good because then one will be by the door here. There's really nothing further on down. Alright, so we're dropping that. So there we go. Alright, empty lumber flats need collected for freight coming from Whitefish to Kalispell. Add 2 wagons to the front on Columba Falls North Leg Y 3214. Alright, so let me go back here. So that's the front. Alright, so show my task. Alright, so I want to go there. So I need to flip that. So I think I'm good once that's done. Just might not stay at 20 once I get back on to the leg here, because that will change. Correct, there you go. So we can see it goes back to 15, but we'll keep moving along. So I think we're going here, and then around there is where some cars are sitting for us. Because yeah, we're coupling them, then we're going by that, and then we're grabbing 2 more sets of cars before we do another drop. So I'm not sure I've gone around in this area here, but definitely a lot going on. We've moved a lot of cars already. So they're giving us more and more complex jobs due to our success, I would say. I would like to think that that's what's happening. But those are the 2 cars we're looking to nab. And then I'm assuming we're just continuing straight on to do some other things and get those. Oh boy. Alright, reverse forward Columbia, flat 2, and the siding speed is 10, so Columba Falls lumber. And I think I was a little bit Alright, so hold on. We're going to couple to the front, which is this. Alright, so I think it did say reverse. So let me do that. So we're going to get ourselves clear of this. But yeah, I think we got down to 5 miles an hour or so before I hit those cars, but it was a bit rougher than I really should have done. So might get a penalty of some sort. There was definitely some shaking going on, so it might be one of those, you know, things where we've exceeded the comfort level. Alright, so we're going there. Thinking that'll be good. Just making sure we're clear. We are. Alright, I'll just double check here, because now we're going to go over here to Columba Falls lumber, and then yes, the front will be that, but no, let me make sure, because yeah, that's on, that's correct, but yes, I need to change this, and then yeah, we're good for lumber now. But that siding, when we get there, is only 10, is kind of what that warning was. But we've got a half a mile, so, because there's actually one before it that we're not going to. I'm confused why it's not telling us that we're closer here. I guess we are getting there. Right, so yeah, so it's not this first one, because that's Columba Falls gas. We may do something with that later, but right now they're having us get the lumber car first, at minimum, so. I was gonna say, it might give us a little bit of breathing space here, but I just want to be careful that we don't go too fast and then not be able to slow down. Just kind of double checking things. So we got everybody stopped. They're probably not going to be super happy if I'm sitting here doing a bunch of things today. Let's see. So probably at this tree might be a good idea. And maybe at 12 I can back off, and then it'll slow down enough. Yeah. A little more than we need, but again, that's not a bad thing, because there isn't much track there either once we're off onto the side. But there's our 10. So pulling in here. Got a couple guys watching all the happenings on. Alright, complete cut of cars for run verticalis bell consist. Reverse, forward, and empty grain hoppers on the siding. And the siding speed is 15. So let's just see where we need to go. Alright, so we're going to Columba Falls high line siding, which will be there. But yeah, so I think we're all set once we get off here. Again, we can only go 10, so we want to be careful about that. So add a little more power to move along a little faster. Alright. So we've got the locomotives are clear. And getting close then for the cars and so forth. Not sure that actually cleared, so let me go a tiny bit more here. Now I think we're okay. Alright. So we'll go back here. We want to flip that. And then that gets us to the siding. And then we're dropping off. Oh, I see. So we need to couple those. And then we're just, I think, dropping everything. There we go. So yeah, we're going off on that side there. So 0.42 miles. And it's probably going to be 15. I think that's what it said. Just going to want to be careful when we get closer there. So there we go. That's in the ballpark. There we go. Down to 15. And now we've got to go down all the way over there at 15. So that'll take a bit. So this is partially why these scenarios are as lengthy as they are, because you just have these slow speed limits around these yards that we need to adhere to. Alright, so yeah, we're fully on the siding now. So got a truck waiting for us there. I think he may be standing at the side of the road, or side of the railroad. Don't want to accelerate. I want to slow down. Alright, so we're under 7. Alright, and then we are dropping off 546046. There we go. Alright, Conkley plant wagon drop request. Reverse back onto the main line via CF main line and hold at Columba Falls West. Alright. So we're gonna get headed out here. There we go. So Columba Falls west. Oh, I see. So we're going via main line. I see. So we want to fix that. Ah, I knew it. I realized as I was going, I'm like, you know, I've got the acceleration on. So, a little bit of a problem, but we're good. Yeah, I was just trying to understand for too long was the problem there. Alright, so we're going, yeah, via west. So we're stopping right back where we were. We'll get ourselves a little quicker, but then we have to be down to 20 before we know it. So, but we do have some distance to cover, so. So we've got the gates down, the crossing gates on the main road again. The cars are waiting for us to leave or pass through once more. Obviously the people that were there, you know, have taken off and left, and so it's not like they'd be like, oh, they just went through with cars and now they're leaving without. They wouldn't really know that. Alright, so that's the gas company. Next one's another exit somewhere. We're down here, there we go. Oh no, I guess, but Columba Falls plywood. But I think it's interesting because, well, that is where we're going, but it just somehow, oh, I see, it is going between the buildings, but, alright, so now we're 20. But yeah, the plywood is this one, so we're skipping that. Alright, so half a mile. So we gotta join up over there. But there's the lead, mainline lead west that we're being asked to go utilize. So it may take until we get back over there. So we're going backwards. Alright, I'm just kind of requesting the clearances, but nothing's happening, so I guess the signal might be over there, because I was like, the signal looks red, but I guess that wasn't ours yet. I think that's our headlight that's like lighting everything up. Alright. So that's when we dropped off. Just make sure that we're good. We are. So then we'll be going through here, and then we'll be crossing over, and then we'll have to stop shortly after that. So, but I think once we get past this, we're then going to very quickly be able to go faster, because now we're on the main line, so this should then let us go. But, I mean, I think we could go 70, but obviously we don't need to be going that fast. Again, I think that's the where the 40 or 45 is a good guideline, I think. Because otherwise we get moving along far too fast to effectively do what we need to be doing. Yeah, we're not too far away now, so gonna get ourselves slowed down while we're still moving along. But there we go. 0.15 miles. So I'm just not sure if these last scenarios are all lengthy like this. It's pretty rare to have had one over an hour, at least in this series for sure. But even in general, it is kind of rare. Oops. Didn't want to go that slow. Because again, I need to stop so I get that timer and so forth. So it seems like it's a little bit past the light. It's like it's, you know, because those signals are facing the other way. It's almost like it's where that signal is. So I want at least something touching the orange. There we go. So we're good there. And then we're going to stop at Columba Falls Access East. So we're going to go the other way and stop there. Okay. So we're going to turn around. I'm sure we're going to get directions. Alright, forward hold for junction, change at Columba Falls Access East. Then reverse, add to back string on Columba Falls 3202. Alright. So there we go. But yeah, we got 2.5 miles, so this has got some distance, so we'll just have to watch the speed here, because I can go quickly and therefore make that distance up pretty fast. But I just need to be careful that I'm paying attention to, you know, where things are and where it wants us to go and what speeds are. Well, I guess it did say they don't want us going over 45 on the main line, so let me be respectful of that, because I'm sure otherwise I'm going to get a bit of a haranguing. But this isn't too bad at 45. But we're doing a lot around this space here. All right, 1.1 3/4 miles. So we're heading there. Now I just want to make sure that I'm going where I need. Columba Falls. Where is this place? Access East. Okay. I guess we are. because I think it's all automatic between here and there. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Because, yeah, we can't change that. Can't change that. So, whoops. Now let me slow down, because I may then be running into spaces that I should be a little slower on, although again I am on the main line, so maybe I'm right. But Columba Falls Access East is showing up, so I guess I'm okay. So yeah, I'm just not sure if it's going to have us come back to this now that we've moved things around, and so that maybe we're just going past that switch there, and that it's the access, and then, you know, we're coming in here to work with cars over here. Alright, getting really, really close. But yeah, yard work is, as we've always said, a bit of a you know, kind of a challenge sometimes, because it's just, you know, a lot of work that we need to be doing. But alright, so still want to keep slowing down, but again, if I can avoid slowing down like too fast. Okay, why is it not slowing down? I don't understand here. Because yeah, that was not good. I don't know what was happening there, but I guess we're okay. Alright, and then I'm sure we're going to reverse. So we're going to couple cars there. Columba Falls 3202 East. Alright, to the back. So, okay, junction switched. So that's what we were waiting for, and yep, it's to the back, so that's what we want. And we can go 20, but yeah, so we're going to grab those. So less than a quarter mile away, not too far. Oops. That was not where we wanted to go. So we'll flip that around. My bad, not checking the signal. So the junction, the automatic switch was thrown, but not what I needed. Alright, so we want this changed. There we go. Now we want to go this way. And then we'll head in there. There we go. 3202 east. It's getting, I guess it's not terribly dark in the sky. I don't know. Alright, well, this is where I end up having a problem because I'm kind of bad at getting myself to a reasonable speed. There we go. Alright, head back to Conkley plant via Conkley Aluminum West. Interesting. So I'm assuming that means we're going, let's see, so show task, yep. Alright, so we're going via aluminum, and then we're going to the west scale. Alright, which is there. And I think the rest of it doesn't show me because we're whatchamacallit, we're not past the Aluminum West lead in a mile. But we've got some weight here because some of these cars are loaded, so it's taken a bit to speed them up. But the important thing is the distance is decreasing. So again, is that always having everything we can see showing that we're going in the right direction is always a nice thing. But we'll get ourselves pulled out of here. Again, once we're on the main line, we'll be able to do some stuff. But now I see why it's Conkley and Columba Falls, because we do some work, but then I think we're doing everything for the train at Conkley. Alright, there we go. But we gotta go 20 right at that point, so before we get there. So we won't go too terribly fast, but let me change, because I think yeah, that gives me the light in the right direction. Because it just does seem like it's getting darker, and I guess it would be, because it's what, 7:17, so. So we're going via Aluminum West lead. Alright, that should get us slowed down, hopefully. Come on. This is gonna be close. Be a lot closer than I was hoping. Alright, we're good. Eesh. Not what I wanted, that's for sure. And yeah, it hit 20 there before I hit the signal, so. Alright. We're going to west scale. Okay, temp drop on Conkley West. Siding speed 15. Also check all switches as you move around. Alright. That says it's correct. I think we're good. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Just seems a little bit off, I guess. Because, yeah, we can't go up here because there's a train. So we want to go the way we're headed. Okay. Because, yeah, those are the cars we left initially that we started with. The tankers are obviously still there, so... Alright, I want to be careful. Almost going too fast again. Half a mile to go. Alright, so we're basically going in there. And I'm going to assume that this is 15 by the time we get there, so I'm going to act accordingly, because I don't want to assume it's just that. And if I can move a little bit, I guess I will, but... Otherwise, as you can see, this takes a bit to slow down, so... But yeah, now it should move over and then flip. Alright, so it still says it's 20. But, alright, I can get closer to 15 if nothing else. Alright, that's 15. And then, yes, we just want to get these cars on that. So we are doing stuff in here. Sadly, I was hoping I had avoided it, but I guess not. And it says temporarily, so I'm guessing we're gonna come back here and collect these at some point. So there you go, we're slowing down. Alright, so we want 587343. There we go. Alright. Dispatch, I need a few of those tankers ASAP. We are running low on oxide. Conkley, it's coming. Relax. Radio out. Now, will there be a second message? There we go. Recouple to a cut of tanker cars on Conkley 3102. Forward clear flip switch, reverse using Conkley. Add wagons to the front. Alright. So at the front. So yeah, and the only way I can do that is to continue forward. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Somehow they reattach themselves. Alright. Alright, so we want to do that. Alright, so we're on 3102, so we want that. We're going to want this, this. Yeah. Okay. So we're basically going to head over there, And then it'll be the front of 3445 as it said. So I guess someone decided those tankers are suddenly needed. I guess it worked. It's good that our timing worked out, because they don't have someone else doing it, and it's suddenly a panic, but it's alright. We'll do what we're told. Alright, getting past these wood chip piles. Alright, so then we flip this. Oh, that's what we want. And then we're dropping off some there, because I guess we don't need all of them. So we're just grabbing some of the tankers. But it's a good distance, so... We are, what, 22 of 28, so getting close to the last orders. Alright, we're on the right place. Obviously we just need to get to the cars. So we'll be there pretty quickly. But it's also just the locomotives now, so the speed change should be able to be made much faster. Of course, I say that as I'm flying up on these cars, but let's see. That's probably going to get us below 5. That's even going to get us below 4, which should be okay. Alright. I only need 2 wagons. Alright. So, just want me to bring the first 2. So, 20202. So, we're dropping that. And add to back of the wagons on Conkley East. Okay, so couple all of that to the back. How do I do that? Oh, to the back of this. Okay, that's fine. That works. Because I'm like, how am I going to do this? But that will be okay. Because yes, what I need to do then is do that. And then we're going to go via Conkley plant 3205. 65, I think we're okay. Again, I gotta be careful because this is what I do. I'm looking at the map and then I speed. Because again, I can only go 15 when I hit that siding, so I don't know that getting myself faster and then slowing down makes sense. Alright, so that was 2 steps there, basically. This will be another one. And I think we just kind of keep going. We just have to do this slowly. so that it's not a big speed thing. So I think at 4 will be okay. Alright, reverse via Conkley 3405. Drop the wood chip hoppers on Conkley plan. Note, drop them on the west side of crossing. Okay, so let me just make sure. Alright, so 3210, and the west side is going to be over there. So 3210 is up on top. So yeah, it looks like everything's good. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's okay. I see. We were off a bit. Now we're good. So, I think it will forgive me. Because I think I flipped it fast enough. So that's what was off a bit. That would have been a problem, because we would have derailed. And that would be bad. I'm not sure which way my light is facing. Alright. So 3210. Yep. And it's the west side of the wood chip pile, is what I think it said. So is that the far? No, it's the near one, so okay. And then we're going to do some other things at 3209, huh? So we're going to like back up, and so maybe we're just putting some cars on both sides of the pile. But yeah, I remember long, long ago when we were here. Now the crossing, the west side of the crossing, they said. So I just need, how many cars do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need this car here to be across the crossing. Oh, well, the 4 wood chip cars. And I think because, yeah, this is like showing yellow, but obviously they want it further, so we'll follow directions, because otherwise I'm thinking it might not work, even though in theory the cars are now where they need to be. Now, they're not going to fit west of the other crossing, so I'm going to assume this is the crossing we're speaking of. Because I think the other one's just an internal driveway or something. Okay. So now I'm going to want to switch. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, forward clear switch, drop empty center beam wagons, and drop hold on the east side of the crossing. Okay. be sure we were clear before I applied a little more power to move. So we need to be on this side of the crossing. So basically kind of get them to where some of those guys are standing. Okay. So now we want to go to 3209. Go. But these are pretty long cars, so there's not a ton of room there. But yeah, I think that'll get us where we need. Alright, so I want those 3 cars dropped. There we go. Oh, I see. I have to wait, huh? So stop at Conklin East. Oh, so that might be it. So we might be done. Figured we'd have to take the tankers. Hold here 3445. I have a crew trying to unclog one of the valves over here near 3211. Radio out. Up next, coming soon, yard work Whitefish, part 3. Scenario complete. Alright, 4 out of 4. Oh, so I did do a signal past at danger once, but overall not bad. So, hope you enjoyed that. Definitely a longer one than normal. See you next time.